Trev in the house, what's going on? Mr. Canada, how's that new house going? How's the relationship going? How's the walking going? How's the pets doing? Think you have a dog or two? I know that's a lot of questions, bro. Answer whatever you want. Raining, yeah. We need rain though, you know? Think about how many people wish they had rain right now. I mean, you're a smart man, you know this, but we gotta appreciate the rain. Can't believe how filthy these truck stop parking lots could get. I don't know why people have to litter so much. I'm far from perfect. I make a lot of mistakes. I do stupid shit. But I don't litter. I mean, I used to litter when I was younger. I think everybody did when they were a kid. But when you have grown ass men littering all day and all night, it's like, I don't know. That gets to me, man. These truck stop parking lots are horrible. They smell like urine. They look like shit. No worries, bro. Get some rest if you need to, man. Appreciate you stopping through. I'm shut down for the night. Oh, 17. Wow. Are you going to get any more? I don't think I'm going to get any pets no time soon. Maybe when I retire and I'm like settled and in chill mode. I don't know, man. There's a lot of responsibility because even if I want to travel, they could cause a lot of headaches. They're cool, but for Mexico, cool. How did you get them? You ordered them from Mexico? Somebody else brought them from Mexico? Is it a Mexican breed, you mean? I think Chihuahuas are Mexican breeds. Where were you live? The musical Kill Shot? Were you live on YouTube? Oh, they used to keep them cleaner back in the days. I believe you. You got a lot of younger people now, and people just don't care, man. Rescue from Tijuana. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Twitch. Okay, yeah, I don't have that one. Yeah, truck stops. The smell of urine in the middle of the summer is like unbearable, man. It's like pissing. It's like, this is our backyard. Yeah, that's part of it. They can't keep good drivers out here because they're not paying like they used to. It didn't keep up times, back in the day from what I hear. I mean, I only been driving like 8, 9 years. Big money. We still do okay, but it didn't keep up. Like the spread is not as big anymore, And what I mean by that is like what you get paid compared to, your expenses, living, groceries, utilities, all that stuff. Oh, that's interesting, Trev. Yeah, I mean, I still do okay. I mean, I work my butt off to make to make decent money. But I enjoy my job. I want to stay positive. I enjoy being out here, being in my own little world. We're gonna put it on YT, no doubt, no doubt. I gotta turn the notifications back on. Sometimes I turn them on, sometimes I turn them off. Sometimes I just want like less distractions. We got too much things going on in life right now with all this social media and everything else. More tax write offs. I'm a company driver, so There's nothing. I don't write nothing off. I'm not an owner op, you know. Yeah, Casey. But now I got another issue. They fixed my airlines the other day, and the blower to my air conditioner and heater. That part is good. But whoever worked on my airlines didn't tighten. I could probably do it tomorrow. I got a wrench. I think the line needs to be tightened. They hiring these. You know, every industry is feeling the pain. From McDonald's to carpenters, mechanics, trucking. I mean, you name it. The quality of workers are just not what they used to be. People in general don't take their jobs as serious as we used to back in the day. And I'm guilty. I'm not going to sit here and make it sound like I'm better than most of the people. I mean, I do an okay job, but what I mean by that is everybody is like distracted. Not everybody, the majority of people. I was talking to my friend about this the other day. Even students, the way I see it, this is just my opinion, obviously. Students in school are being taught by teachers of lower qualities nowadays than when we went to school. And I went to public school, you know, I didn't go to no fancy school, but regardless, if you went to a private school, or a fancy school, or just, you know, a ghetto freaking public school, either one, the standards still came down. You see what I'm getting at? So the guys in the private school and the, you know, the fancy ones, at least they're still getting a pretty good education. But the people over here in the public schools, we were already like struggling, and now we're struggling even more because teachers are not what they used to be. This whole society is just brain screwed, you know what I mean? Not everybody. There's a lot of people who still, you know, take their jobs, you know, do their jobs with pride, and you know, don't let all these man-made distractions distract them. But it's a mess out here, man. Technology's dumbing us down. The Matrix dumbing us down. TDS in the mother freaking hills. I'll probably be in Buffalo. I don't know. If I had to take a guess, a couple weeks. I'm usually out for about a month or so. I like to stay out longer, but this company doesn't have as much work for me as I want. But it's a blessing because they send me home more frequently, and I see my family more. You know what I mean? So it's one of those situations where it's like, if I stay out longer, I make more money. But on the other hand, I go home more and I see my kids more, you know, especially my youngest. She's only 11, you know. I know my other kids probably feel like, I think they get a little jealous even though they're young 20s. My fourth daughter's about to be 19. I don't know. This is my baby girl. I love all my kids. I spoke to a couple of my daughters, so they actually spoke to three of them. I gotta talk. I gotta call my other two kids, but they freaking. All right, guys. Let me not go down this avenue right now. Let's keep it positive, guys. Let's keep it positive. You are what you think. You are what you speak. Thank you, Philly. Yeah, for sure, Trev. Philly. Well, I was just talking about Wawa earlier. I miss going to Wawa. I know Philly's been in prep plenty of Wawas coming from the. I think you're from the Philadelphia area, right? I'm a good father. I know my intentions are good, in my plans for life are always gonna be involved with my kids. I don't ever see myself being 55, 50. even 45, whatever, 60 years old, like not helping my kids. Hopefully they don't need my help. You know what I mean? I'm always my grandkids too. Even if my kids don't need my help, I'm gonna be there for my grandkids always. I don't have none right now, but obviously I'm gonna have grandkids in the future. And like I always say, I want to do what I had. They say grandkids are like a second choice, like a second chance. I mean, to like do better. So that's why I want to have more free time in the future. At least have the weekends off. I've been working weekends my whole career. At least have a job because the jobs where you don't work the weekends usually don't pay as much because they don't have trouble keeping drivers. People work there because they want weekends off, so they could get away with paying a little less. If you want to make more in trucking, you're gonna have to work nights. You're gonna have to work weekends. You're gonna have to stay out longer, or drive teams, or be an owner op. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but yeah, and that's something I could do later down the road. Get a regular basic paying, and the basic jobs still pay pretty good. Pat's Pizza, ha. Pat, you know what? The day I quit Pat's Pizza was the day that I came to trucking. So the owner did me a favor. Let me explain. Me and this girl got into a little altercation at work at Pat's Pizzeria. Casey's from Buffalo, guys, in case you're wondering what he's talking about. Casey or Cassie? Cassie. Sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Cassie. Casey. Oh my God, I get them confused. I'm gonna just call you C for now. Like C from the Bronx Tale, Calogero. We're just gonna call you C. Anyway, so one day me and this girl got into a little issue at work, and I respect people for the most part. I go with the flow. I mean, I'm human. I make mistakes. Sometimes I say things I shouldn't. I do things I shouldn't, like the rest of us. So this girl Tony, she's been working at Pat's for a long time. She's a great cook. She lived right across the street, so she had more authority. You know what I mean? Like she's been there longer. Whatever. She's a good cook. I was a delivery driver, so it was harder to find good cooks compared to drivers. Drivers are like they come and go. So me and her got into a little issue, and of course the owner was on her side. You know what I mean? And you would expect that. Looking back at it, he did the right thing. You know what I mean? He stuck up for her. Not only is she a lady, she's been there longer than me. But anyway, because I had my CDL already. When I was delivering pizzas, I already had my CDL. I just wasn't using it. So the one day the boss came in and he started kind of like not yelling at me, but definitely talking to me with some, like authority. You know what I mean? Like that energy. You know what I mean? Like bossing me around, telling me what to do. And he's my boss. He has the right to do that. I didn't disrespect him or nothing. I just, stood quiet. But that light in my head went off. I said, you know what? Screw this. Why am I even here delivering pizzas? I have a Class A license that I paid $10,000 for. I'm getting the heck out of here. I put in my 2 weeks notice. I just got back into trucking. But they didn't even let me finish the last 2 weeks. They were like, I think I worked like, I think the next day or 2 days, they let me go. They're like, oh, no, it's okay. You could go. That's some hater shit. You know what I mean? When companies do that, it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you don't put in the 2 weeks notice, you look bad. If you put in the 2 weeks notice, they want to let you go because they want to kind of be like, you know what, screw you. So which one is better? Because if you're trying to put in your 2 weeks notice because you need the money and you want to stay there two more weeks, but then they fire you because they're like mad, you just lost out on 2 weeks, right? What if you have another job lined up that's going to hire you in 2 weeks? So I think you're better off staying quiet. But if you don't put in your 2 weeks notice, you could burn a bridge, they say. Like in trucking, I guess they keep track of that supposedly. I don't know. It's like a catch-22, I guess. Most of us are humans, but I must tell you, since COVID, the people are just different. I never feared for my safety, but I do now every time I get behind the wheel and enter the matrix. Dang, Trev, you hit something hard right there because, man, I know that's a sensitive subject. I don't really want to go down that rabbit hole because there's going to be like 10 people are going to have 10 different opinions. But my man sent me this video the other day, and of course, all these videos, we don't know what to believe because there's so much bizarre shit on YouTube that we don't know what to believe. But those freaking vax, man, it's like the stuff that they're saying now about these, people who got vax and the tests that they're doing on people and all these issues it's causing. I'm like, I don't know what to believe, man. This is a crazy world we live in. And I think social media is doing it on purpose. What they're doing is they're creating so much fake information on the internet that you just think everything is fake. So when something serious happens, it's almost like they're brainwashing us more because that's what happens to me. I see something serious happen on TV or on the news or on my feed. I'm just like, that's probably another made up story. They got us where they want us. Yeah, Trev. It's gonna get better though, man. We gotta think positive, bro. I wish I never got vaxxed though. I'm not gonna even lie. I think a lot of people regret it. And I know there's gonna be people on the other hand that say, no, we need it. It was the right thing to do. And I can't say yes, I can't say no. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't have proof. A lot of stuff is hidden from us in plain sight. Yeah, that's deep, Trev. Prices go up. Yeah, prices, it depends. Oh, boy. It's funny that you mentioned E.T., and it just made me think of something, Trev, like shooting stars. When I seen a shooting star like a few days ago, and they say, of course, make a wish, but it's like, what if shooting stars are not really shooting stars? What if those are like UFOs just taking off into another galaxy? And the government, the scientists, or whoever controls all that knows that, but they can't say that. You know what I mean? They gotta just like, the narrative. Again, I'm not saying it's true or not, but it does make me think about stuff like that because they hide so much stuff from us, man. Look at the pyramid. I mean, the city they just found under the pyramids. There's proof, documented proof, that people knew about that underground city under the pyramid since 1953. What do? They shut people up. They pay people. They kill people. They do whatever they got to do to protect them too. Same thing. That same subject came up. More people were talking about it. Boom, it went silent. Now 2025 comes, and guess what? There's more information about it. You know why? Money. It boils down to money like everything else. Somebody got paid big money, billions of dollars, at least millions or billions of dollars to just, like, bro, we're going to pay you, you know what I mean, $20 million if you let us in there and, spill the beans, basically. Somebody said, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. When the pigs try to get at you, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot, park it like it's hot. And if a nigga catch an attitude, pop him like it's hot, pop him like it's hot, pop him like it's hot. I got my rollie on me and I'm pouring Sean John. Cause I got it going on. However that song goes. For sure, Trev. I know a lot of, I don't believe everything is fake. I think there's a lot of conspiracy theorists that overdo it. some of this shit is man-made, some of it is hidden, some of it is bogus, but a lot of this like crazy shit is real. But yeah, they know about that, man. They know about that city, bro. There's proof. You know me, I be listening to podcasts, I listen not as much as I should, but I be listening to some interesting podcasts of like, and I definitely be, be hearing some shit that I be like, damn, yeah, you can't hide everything from us forever. Like Bob Marley said. I forgot how he said it in one of his songs, but he said something like that. Short term relationship. Yeah, man, I hear you. I think I'm gonna try to tighten that nut now. I'm gonna end here in 8 minutes, 7 minutes. Yeah, but why is it leaking on both sides? I don't understand that. Well, can't tighten one side. I can tighten the other. Ha! What up, Maestro? Ya tú sabes. All I wanna say is that. All I wanna say is that. All I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. Facts. How you doing, PMC? Welcome to the live stream. I'm about to end here in 7 minutes. You know me. They call me Mr. 30-minute lover. Yeah, some of them. It seems like now I got another issue, but it's nothing too big. I just got like an air leak. I mean, it's kind of important. But the brakes are better. I don't think they're perfect because I feel like some play in them. They're supposed to be harder. Maybe they didn't bleed them or whatever, but it'll do for now. Bro, one of my brake pads were just gone. Not not gone like wasted, grinded down. No, gone. Like it fell out or something, bro. I don't know how that happened. Maybe I hit a bump or whoever did the brakes last didn't do a good job. Or maybe it got so thin. It probably got so thin that it just popped out, I guess. I don't know. You want to see the truck outside? Alright, it's cold out there. Put my scully on at least. I don't feel like getting dressed. Maybe I could show you what I'm talking about that's leaking real quick too. See, I just got some new airlines. You can see they're nice and shiny, new. But it's leaking from over here. And then I out of here. But yeah, it's my tanker. I'll show you on the other side to get a better view. I feel like showing the company I work for because you got too many hackers on YT. And I feel like the more information they got, the more they could scheme on you. So I really try not to show the logo too much. But yeah, that's the trailer, liquid hydrogen. And then that's the truck right there. Volvo, 2023. She's been treating me pretty good. Cold out here, man. I can't believe we got a fake spring. This is that weather that gets you upset because it's like, man, it's springtime. Why is it so cold? Well, it's annoying. But then you got people in the hot climate right now saying, why is it so hot? You know what I mean? I don't have the time and energy for a dog, Trev. I got so many other things that I'm slacking on in life right now that A dog is not a good idea. I'm irresponsible. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm behind on paperwork. I'm behind on family. I'm behind on. My life is just kind of off track. I gotta get organized, you know. You know the shit I've been telling you about for a long time. OG Trev, messing around on social media too much, not taking care of business. Taking care of business every day. I'm taking care of business in every way. I'll get on track one of these days, though, man. I'm doing all right, bro. I think we all feel like we slack sometimes. Gotta talk positive, think positive, be positive, act positive. Come on, bro. Keep it positive, bro. Keep it positive. Off grid, yeah. At least delete all the apps on my phone, except YouTube. But what I want to do with YouTube is have like a ninja and use that ninja to only watch videos that are actually, that I'm actually like gaining knowledge from that I'm interested in. I mean, we gotta have fun too. Oh yeah, bro, a lot of those songs were taking me back. Mami, dime quién tú eres, tu bizcochito. That was my shit. Saoko, papi, Saoko. I heard that joint. I was like, yo, he taking me back. Tú eres un maleante cartón. I don't know if that song was on, but I know I heard the Julio Voltio. He had the throwbacks. I listened to all of that. We Sing. Damn, what album is that? Is it We Sing and John? Just We Sing are some big dogs, man. Jandel looks like my cousin Victor. And every time I see him, and it's crazy because I didn't notice it until he said that a girl said that. Rest in peace to my cousin Vic. He passed a year and a half ago at 40. That was my bro. But one day, Victor always had, he was a very handsome guy, very athletic. He wasn't great in sports, but he was like agile. He had strength and always doing backflips and was a fighter. He had hands. He was like 5'7", not skinny but not thick, but he was strong. Always did ceramic tiles for his whole life. His father used to beat him, so that's what made him a fighter and strong. I'm not saying all fathers should beat their kids, but it definitely turns them into some tough guys. There's got to be a middle ground, though. There's got to be a better way. But yeah, one day he was like, "Yeah, I was chilling with these two girls, or two girls seen him or something." They were like, "Oh, mira, mira, parece a Yandel," and that always stuck in my head. I remember him telling me that story. And like on the video, I think of my cousin Victor. I had a dream of him last night. Damn, I gotta start writing these dreams down, man. I've been having a lot of dreams lately of my dead relatives, just the young ones. It's crazy. Like with my aunt Jahida, my cousin Victor. Like lately, I've been dreaming. Since they died, I dreamed about them probably more, but at least from what I remember, like three dreams each. Victor on my house a while, last week. Oh, he was protecting me last night in a fight against Uda. Uda's in prison right now. Uda's this Indian kid that I used to have beef with back in the day. Him and his brother, they're wild. They're like half Puerto Rican, half Native Americans. These are some wild boys. Matter of fact, Uda killed his baby mom. Like, literally shot her in the head. He's doing life right now. So Uda must have came home from prison, and he was brolic. I mean, for some reason, the dude got taller. And, I'm like hitting this dude, and he feels like metal. Literally felt like a robot, like the Terminator. So I'm like trying to fight this dude, and I'm not phasing him at all. So my cousin Victor came and like I don't remember a lot of it, but I just remember like that little bit. Victor had to get in and protect me, and when I woke up, I was like, "Yo, my cousin is always protecting me." Because Victor fought for me literally like 4 times growing up. He was like my bodyguard. He got punched in the face for me by an older dude. He whipped this one dude's ass, Jamarlin. I mean, yeah, man. I love those dreams. I gotta get a dream journal, man. I had one. I only wrote one dream in it, but I gotta get another one. So about few weeks ago, I had a dream of my aunt Jahida. Me and her, she's the one who passed. Me and her were in an airplane. She was sitting next to me and to the left, and I think my mom was in the back seat with my mom's boyfriend, but I barely remember them. So me and Jahida are sitting next to each other in the airplane, and we're taking off in an airplane, but we're going like straight in the air. You know what I mean? Like a rocket. And she's scared. She's crying. And I'm just like holding her. I'm scared too. And I love the fact that at least I get to see them in my dreams. I feel bad because they pass, and I feel like my family feel like I don't care. Like my mom, she be saying it too. She be like, people, my sister, little baby sister died, and nobody. She's just like, like she's like, people act like nothing happens. Is what she's trying to say. And I get it. It's like it happens though, mom. You know what I mean? Like, what you want people to do? You want people to be sad and cry? I think she wants people to like at least visit my grandma, things like that. But on the other hand, I'm like, it should encourage you to do better in life. You know what I mean? People are sad, not just my mom, but people get sad when people die or something tragedy happens. But it's like a perfect time to use that negative and turn it into a positive. And most people talk about it, right, at the funerals. Oh, we're gonna start having family get-togethers. We're gonna start visiting more. I want to be part of your life. After you hear that, after a couple times, you're like, I already know that's a fad. That's gonna fade away. I don't even listen to it no more. But we got it. We can't. We gotta, just do better, man. Even me. I don't want to be a hypocrite because I got a lot of shit I gotta fix. But anyway, guys, I gotta get out of here. I'm talking way too much. Too much sugar today and carbs. I had Indian food. I had a big breakfast at the Iron Skillet. I had McDonald's. I had a milkshake from freaking Sheets. That's why I'm talking a lot right now, guys. This is what you call a sugar rush, carb rush, whatever you call it. I messed up my diet today, but tomorrow I'm gonna balance it. I usually eat at 11, but what I think I'm gonna do is try to wait till at least 1 o'clock, 11, 12, 1, because then that gives my body 2 more hours to kind of like digest whatever I ate, and then that'll help me less tomorrow because that's what I gotta do. But sometimes I wake up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and try to wait that long. It'd be a challenge, but I can do it. I'm gonna put my back into it. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later tomorrow. Yeah, PNC. What did I have to do when I left? Had to do something. I forgot. That's cool though. Shout out to Lefty and Saka was before DY dropped. Buddy a phenom, bro. Weezy is so bit of yeah. That album is fire. No doubt, no doubt. I'll see you. Maybe you go live during the week. If not, next week and you're live. And I'll be live during the week. Pretty sure a couple more times.